said on your live, I went into a police station. Factually untrue. I never went to a police station. I wrote a statement saying what Sylvia told me, that she put a tracker in a car. The car I was referring to is the car she sold him. I never knew or saw the car he owned or he had in his possession. That is a fact. That would be my testimony. She has already confirmed that she told me that. So nothing I said was untrue. You got upset when I told you the same thing. That's what happened. You said on your live, so you can't walk it back now. See, you was talking too much. You had diarrhea of the mouth, and you said that was the reason why you got upset. I wasn't lying. I told the truth. What you wanted me to do is lie. You wanted me to lie. You wanted me to say something that I could not substantiate, and that's why you were upset. That's where integrity comes in at. That's where the problem lies. You wanted me to lie. I couldn't lie. So this trying to frame that you were a truth teller, no, you wanted me to lie on that woman. I wasn't doing that. And my presence in a courthouse, in that case, would not be to benefit him. I never knew what car he had in his possession. I didn't know at the time that he did not have her car in his possession. How would I know that? But you wanted to frame this narrative that I knew that he had a car, a new car, that she put a tracker in there. And I never said that in my statement. So when you try to play the cleanup woman, you damage his case as well, just with your video. And they're gonna watch your video because I'm sure someone downloaded it and sent it to the prosecutor. I'm sure they did. I'm almost certain they did. So if the case is lost, it's not lost because of something I did, because if we look at those charges were about many things.
Now, it's very funny because 4 months ago, I pretty much told Dana exactly what I saw playing out. And obviously, as Dennis said, those charges surrounding Sylvia are regarding many things, and stalking being one. So again, I bring your attention to all of the information that I put out here because they confuse the fact that clearly when they claim to have been supporting Robert Kelly and brought all of this personal stuff in the mix to keep your attention off of all the things that greatly affected Robert Kelly's case, you would have to be a fool to think I give a shit about any of these personalities and their ongoing beefs that escalated to the point of stalking so publicly as you watch these people try to delete videos and clean up their lives. I can't make this shit up. Now, as I've explained to my audience, a lot of people's primary motivation in being on these platforms was to expose Dana and keep talking about how they support Robert Kelly and or their page was not here to support Robert Kelly, but always be in the mix of fuckery. Like, for example, anytime I pointed out the fraud that was going on, the lapdog always had to jump out here and even publicly dox me and a company that didn't belong to me, thinking it was mine. Meanwhile, while this stalking case emerged, I specifically said why it wasn't wise to get on this platform and talk about this case, because this is exactly what they wanted to do, to sugarcoat all of the things they put on public display in order to overthrow what this man has clearly documented and make it look more like mutual combat, and or try to reverse it as though he's doing the stalking, as though all of us haven't seen these people week after week, year after year, come on here to expose Dana, talk about Dana, then get 10 degrees mad when he exposed why they could go to hell. And I say that because you have all these self-proclaimed Christians on here. They got so many opinions. They want to play with the Lord when it's convenient for them, but then put all this confusion out here in the atmosphere and confuse the fact that God don't dwell in mess. So every time they came on these platforms and confused the fact that I don't have to defend Dana, Dana's a grown-ass man. But when it came to all the things that they were putting out here that I said and stand on affected Robert Kelly's case, embedded themselves all around his defense team and so-called inner circle, and then wanted to put all the blame on who they feel are informants, and even include me when everybody knows I don't know the damn man. So how in the entire fuck could I be an informant on the case? I couldn't make this level of stupid shit up, just like the way they're trying to clear all of the lies they put out here and even implicate, even as they did 4 months ago, that Dana put the tracker on his own car, that Dennis didn't know what car the tracker was on, and all this other fugazi bullshit that don't make no sense. Yet we all should know by now the only reason why I use their clips, their audios, and things of that nature is clearly to let you all listen to the words that come out of their own mouth as they try to strategize how to strike my channel, try to censor the truth, and not be smart enough to realize why I deliver my content the way I do. And if people can't figure it out, guess what? I invited you to read the damn paperwork. Okay?